Have you guys ever wanted to watch anime with me? Well, now you guys can. We watch all type of anime and we do it on a nightly basis. All you guys have to do is follow me on Twitch and click the link in the description to join the Discord. With that out of the way, let's get into the intro. So, if you guys have been rocking with me for a while, you guys know that Naruto, well, I think it's overrated, and overrated does not necessarily mean bad. I still think that it's a good show. It's just that the people I ever talked to, they will always be like, Naruto's the best thing they've ever seen, it's the best anime, it's a must watch. And then when I watched it, I was just a little bit underwhelmed, and it was just a little bit disappointing. Now, Naruto does indeed have and is known for its life lessons, and you can obviously see them in that they influence other animes, and Attack on Titan has some comparisons to that. Now, this isn't something that you can obviously see. You actually have to look and analyze deep down. So I'm going to be doing that for you guys. And if you guys agree with me, disagree with me, or if I left out anything, let me know in the comment section below. But if you guys enjoy regular content like this, then make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. With that out of the way, my name is Potential Unleashed, and let's talk about the comparisons between Attack on Titan and Naruto. Now, there are 5 major things that I want to talk about in this video, and the 5 major things are going to be the Team 7 trio compared to the Attack on Titan trio, Itachi's backstory, the cycle of hatred, war, and Naruto and Sasuke. Now, let's start off by analyzing the trios. This is how it goes. Naruto is Armin, Mikasa is Sakura, and Eren is Sasuke. Now, this has nothing to do with terms of strength or I guess how important they are into the story. Is solely based off of personality. But Armin is just like Naruto. They both prefer to talk things out over having to resort to violence, and they both have to clean up after their friend's mess, that friend being Sasuke and Eren. But whenever it's necessary in order to maintain the peace, they will indeed get their hands dirty, no matter how reluctant to violence they actually are. Eren and Sasuke, they both have experienced tremendous tragedies where one lost his whole clan and the other one lost his family and friends and a lot of other important people. They both have lost their faith in humanity, and they think that the world needs to be reborn into a world without hatred. And they also value their friends more than anything else. And then lastly, we have Mikasa and Sakura. They both have a crush on a guy, for example, Eren and Sasuke, and they would do anything in order to keep them safe. Both of them have a fear of said person that they love turning into a monster and leaving their side, and then they both make irrational decisions based off of what happens to their love interest. Now, the only difference between Mikasa and Sakura is that Mikasa wouldn't really get in the way a lot, and she doesn't ever put anybody else down like Sakura did. So now we're going to talk about Itachi's backstory and how it compares to the things that Eren is doing in the manga. So if you guys do not want to be spoiled for season 4, then I highly suggest you guys skip to the time that's on the screen. So basically, I've seen somewhere where people say you can't compare the two, but I'd say otherwise. I think it's just that Eren is doing something on a much grander and larger scale than that of what Itachi did. So we're going to sum up what Itachi did first. So basically, he had to make a decision to either let the Uchiha and the people of the Hidden Leaf go to war, and that would cause massive blood loss and life loss on both sides. Or he had the other option was to slaughter and kill his clan, and the only person he could leave alive was his brother and Sasuke, which is who meant the most to him. And this is the same thing that happens to Eren in the manga. He had a choice to either let the Eldians die off, or eventually they'd be killed because they're outnumbered and they don't have the technology, or he could save the people who cared about Mikasa, Armin, etc. And he chose to commit genocide because every time he'd make a decision or leave the decision to somebody else, every time he do that, the people he care about, they die. And he'd be conflicted to whether he made the right choice or not. And I think I'm not going to say whether I think they made the right choice or not personally, because I feel like that's going to start a lot of debates, and I'll make a video about that probably later Attack on Titan video. But I think that you can only, I'm not going to say there's a right or wrong answer, because I think that it's based off of perspective and how you view what's important to you. Next, we're going to talk about probably my favorite and the most memorable quote in Naruto. It was during the pain arc. It's called the Cycle of Hatred, and I'm gonna read this word from word because I don't want to loosely quote it and then I get roasted in the comment section. Love is the reason why there is pain. When we lose someone precious to us, hate is born. Vengeance is the product of that hate, and so death follows. But in death there is only more death. This will give rise to more pains. In this cursed world we live in, it is a cycle of hatred that will not cease. You and I seek the same thing that Jiraiya Sensei wanted. Let me ask you this. How will you confront this hatred in order to create peace? Honestly, if Nagato wasn't a bad guy, he could become a poet. He has so many memorable quotes. But basically, this cycle of hatred quote is basically saying that Eren attacking Marley was justified because he was acting out of revenge and acting out from the pain that he suffered when everybody in the walls is killed, from his mother, Squad Levi, and just other people who always try to protect him and save his life. But there will never be an end to the cycle of hatred, which is what Pain said, and that's what's going on within Attack on Titan, the aliens and Marlians. And because basically when Eren was Paradis was attacked, right? Then Eren was like, okay, well, we're gonna get revenge here, and then Marley's like, okay, well, you guys killed us, so we're gonna get revenge here, and they're gonna be constantly seeking revenge for their loved ones, kind of as if, I guess, well, I wasn't gonna say the mafia, but they just kill everybody off if you know too much, I guess. So that's not really a good comparison. And then the cycle of hatred kind of leads me into my next reasoning and comparison, which is war. So before the 4th Great Ninja War, basically Sasuke went rogue. Well, he's been rogue probably, I don't know, since the original Naruto. But this is when he actually started acting out and actually killing people, right? That they didn't necessarily need to die. I'm not trying to say that they were saints or good people or anything, but Sasuke kind of was turning into a bad person. And Naruto, he pled to the Raikages of the Hidden Cloud, saying, please don't kill Sasuke. And he was like, well, why? Well, Naruto, for once, he actually used his brain, saying that if you kill Sasuke, then the people of the Hidden Leaf, we're going to retaliate for killing one of ours to the cloud, and the cloud's going to retaliate for killing them, and then, come back to the Hidden Leaf, and it'll be a never-ending cycle of just bloodshed. And this is shown between the 1,000 years of hatred between the Marlians and Eldians. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it because they explained it during the Declaration of War, but me explaining it right now is kind of going to get complicated, so I'll just talk about what happens recently. And this is where manga spoilers kick in, so if you guys do not want to be spoiled, go ahead and skip this part of the video. But if we're talking about recent times, then technically Marley attacked first in breaking the walls, trying to steal the power of the founder, and then Eren attacked Marley, destroying their docks so that they can't take boats out towards Paradis. And then Marley then attacked again from aerial assault, trying to defeat Eren. That's when we had the whole Zeke and Eren were about to touch to do the rumbling, etc. I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit, because I don't necessarily think Eren was 100% wrong in his choice. Obviously, there could have been different things he could have done. He could have made different decisions. But, I mean, destroying the world and killing everybody, I don't think that would necessarily end hatred. I think people would be born and would know what he's doing. I know he was going to erase everybody's memories, but still. Now, but he was right about there needs to be a symbol and something that needs to be drastically done in order to change and get rid of all the hatred. Kind of, and I'm gonna use two examples, one real life and one anime, kind of like All Might. He said all these villains and crimes is not gonna stop unless there's a symbol of peace. And then he became that symbol of peace. And then that way, crime went from, I don't know, really high crime to very low in where he was at, because he was that symbol. Everybody feared All Might. And then if you want to look at ancient history, why am I saying ancient? Well, I guess it is in the past, but not really. Just look at history in general. When we have World War II, United States was not in the war, then Pearl Harbor got attacked. And then in order for the war to end, once we dropped 2 nukes on Japan, I think it's Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got my history. I'm not dumb, all right? But basically, that's when everybody united and was like, all right, pause. That's enough bloodshed. That's enough war. We're done. All right? So something is needed to unite everybody. Something is needed to destroy the hatred. But genocide, I don't know about that one. And like I said, I don't think that the rumbling was the answer. But at the same time, Eren was put in a lose-lose situation. For me, the way I look at Attack on Titan, I think the Alliance was the best option. I think they were right. But at the same time, they were so indecisive in making their decisions to how to act on Marley. So but they get an asterisk. But they're number 1. That I think Eren is number 2, and then Marley. And then the last comparison I want to do is Naruto and Sasuke, basically throughout the whole series. And I guess primarily the end of the OG Naruto and then the end of Shippuden. I want to compare that to the table scene where Eren said, "I've always hated you, Mikasa." And I'm going to make a video about that when the anime drops. I think it's going to drop because we're on chapter 108 in the anime now, or 107, something like that. And it's probably not going to get animated until episode 14 or 13. But look out for that. But basically, let's talk about it. So, now, when the scene drops, I just want to let you guys know right now, Eren does not actually hate her. It's been proven in the manga, but people still find a way to say that he does hate her. I don't know why. But basically, how this compares to Sasuke and Naruto. Sasuke was always conflicted. And he never understood why Naruto was always stuck to him no matter what he did. Sasuke, he couldn't even kill him in order to awaken his Bengekko. But at the same time, he didn't want to do that because that was before he knew that Itachi was actually a good person and he would despise him. And, Itachi told him how to awaken it. But that's besides the point, okay? He just didn't kill Naruto. And no matter what Sasuke did, Naruto would always stick by him because he was his friend, and he knew that Sasuke was just lost, that they were one and the same. Sasuke was always trying to push Naruto away when he truly did not want to. Sasuke had saved Naruto in the OG Naruto when he was younger, and now it was Naruto's turn to do the same, to take his friend away from the darkness. And he did that. And this is the same with Eren, right? He never hated Mikasa because, I'm going to be honest with you guys, if he truly hated her, one, he would not wrap that scarf around her. But let me stop because I'm going to do a video about that, and I don't want to have this in this video. We're comparing stuff, not analyzing too deeply, okay? Well, we are, but not that level, all right? But he's pushing her away so that she can finally be free and not be sad. Whatever happens to him, whether it's he dies, they're not friends anymore, she stops loving him, whatever happens, he knows that she loves her. And, well, he knows that she loves him. And it doesn't matter how he looks at her. He could look at her as mother, son, friends, a brother, sister, lover. But he does truly care about her. And he saved her when they were kids, right from the sex trafficking, wrapped the scarf around her, said he'll do it as many times as he wants. That's a promise. And now it's her turn to save him from the darkness, just like Sasuke and Naruto. But guys, I'm telling you, this is not a reach. If you really look at it, Naruto has a lot of aspects in other animes, and Attack on Titan is not different. But guys, give me your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about the video? What do you guys think about Naruto and Attack on Titan? Do you guys like them? Do you guys hate my hot takes and my comparisons? But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so you guys never miss out on a video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. I am posting more on TikTok, so you guys need to hop on the wave for additional content. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to unleash your potential.